G'day ladies and gentlemen, again my name is Callum from Melbourne, Australia. Today I'm going to discuss another important topic in Buddhism, which is right mindfulness. The right mindfulness has been defined in different ways in different cultures and different religions or different countries. But what we are going to discuss, the right mindfulness, is the right mindfulness which Buddha taught us. So before we get into the right definition which Buddha taught us, we will have a bit of analysis of what is being available in the society. So some people say that right mindfulness is focusing on what we are doing, what we are thinking, what we are speaking. I say, like, if we are cutting and we focus on what we, like cutting. If you are walking, walking. If you are sleeping, not sleeping, but if you are, let's say, writing something, writing. So that is, I understand that is some sort of a mindfulness, yes. But is that what Buddha taught us? Right, that's a good question. And there's another definition goes like keeping our mind in a sort of a frame, like we're not gonna let the mind to go away from that frame. So it's like keeping the mind on the breath, and then even though we are walking, sleeping, we're cutting, writing, so we are trying to concentrate on whatever the frame we have thought about, and then we're trying to confine our mind in that frame. I'm not much clear about what that is, but I just heard about that, so let's forget about that. But I just want to let you know that there is another definition of right mindfulness like that. Okay, but when we come to the first definition, which the mindfulness has been defined like focusing, concentrating on what we are doing, what we are thinking, what we are speaking. So let's say we know that the right mindfulness which Buddha taught us was not available in the society before the Buddha was enlightened. So he became Buddha, and then he understood everything about this mindfulness, and then he preached. And then the people in that society, they learned from him, and then they practiced, and they got the same result, the arahanthood. So going back to the definition, the previous definition, if the mindfulness is what is they talking about, like focusing on what we are doing, like eating, walking, writing. So does that lead to eradication of craving, aversion, and delusion? Because remember, whatever we do, if that leads us to eradication of craving, eradication of aversion, eradication of delusion, that is what Buddha says. If anything we do, anything we think, anything we speak is not leading us to eradication of craving, aversion, and delusion, that's not something Buddha taught us. That's something else. It's outside of this Buddhism. So that's the filter we can use, whether that's something for us to understand whether it's been taught by Buddha or not. Okay, so again, that right mindfulness, what is available in this society now is, if it is the focusing on what we are doing. Let's take an example, like sort of a let's say a nuclear bomb production. Okay, if somebody is making a bomb, if he is not on the right mindfulness, if he's not concentrating on what he's doing, if he's not focused on what he's doing, that's going to be the last minute of his life. So we understand now that we have to be focused on what we are doing when we do things like that. So if that is something which Lord Buddha taught us, is that leading us to eradication of craving, aversion, and delusion? So that's a good question to think about that. Okay, so we understand that is not leading us to eradication of craving, aversion, and delusion. So we have to think now, okay, so then what is real mindfulness, which Lord Buddha taught us. Okay, so let's take that filter which we have to use to analyze whether something's been taught by Buddha or not. So let's take the anything we do, anything we say, anything we speak, whether that is leading us to eradication of craving, aversion, and delusion. That is what is Buddha taught us. So that sammasati, or the right mindfulness, is we have to be vigilant about our actions, our speech, or our thought patterns. We have to think about, okay, whether this has some sort of the greediness or some sort of a hatred or delusion. Then we have to get rid of those thoughts or get rid of those speeches or that acts. So that is what is called the right mindfulness. We have to be focused on our thoughts, we have to be focused on our speech, we have to be focused on our action, and see any one of those are leading us to greediness or hatred or delusion. So we have to stay away from it. And if anything is leading us to eradication of craving, aversion, delusion, so that's what we have to do. We have to keep doing that. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the right mindfulness Buddha taught us. So we have to practice that. So I hope you understand that. So you may attain Nibbana. Thank you.